Hello and welcome to Laytechs Weekly, episode 18th August 2021. Laytechs Weekly is brought to you by Laytechs, your protection from tech ignorance. My name is Sean. I will be doing this from quite far away from home for the next month, so the audio may be a bit different. I may pick up stray sounds behind, and the video may not be ideal, but I'll do my best to update everyone on what's been going on in the tech every week. So this week's news: Samsung removing ads from its stock apps. One of the most annoying thing about Samsung stock apps like Samsung Weather, Samsung Pay and Samsung Theme is that they contain spammy and aesthetically unsavory advertisements. Sure, we could always opt for other apps, but one can expect much more from a huge company like Samsung, especially when you buy a phone that is worth like $4,000, right? And the last thing you want is for them to continuously try to milk money out of you with all the ads that come from all corners. Well, the company said that ads will be removed later this year from every one of those apps. Which is good, right? We like it, and it's nice that you don't double dip on all this for us. But the question now is, how is it okay for Apple to run ads on their app store but not Samsung? Journalists and reviewers are not complaining that Apple is doing these things because the app store is essentially running ads. And would it be okay if the app ads have better visual appeal? Would it make it less intrusive and annoying? And the fact that then it looks nice and then it becomes a good thing because it shows you the ads that it shows you products that you want to see, because I guess they have collected data about your behavior. So that remains a question, because Apple is introducing more and more ads onto all their apps, and we will see if they get treated with the same standards as Samsung. Google Pixel 6 may not come with a charger. Google has confirmed that the Pixel 6 and the 6 Pro will not come with a charging brick. The company said that most people already have a USB-C charging brick, and shipping without redundant bricks would reduce e-waste. The same mumbo jumbo that Apple gave the world, which I think it's completely invalid, because Apple made a similar point when they first did this, which prompted consumer rights organizations and environmentalists to lash back at it. Because, well, in Apple's case, it was a little bit out of the park, because for iPhones especially, let's say, they have been giving out free charging bricks with a USB port at the end, on the charging brick itself. But once they switched over to the 12, which does not contain a charging brick, and guess what they gave on both ends of on the other end of the charging cable that is supposed to go to a charging brick, a USB-C port. So, which means that most people who have had iPhone 11s and before would need to get a new charging brick, because their cables would not have worked with the old charging bricks. So whatever the reason, the fact that Apple, Samsung and Google are not shipping phones with charging bricks will cause others to follow suit. So this means that we will eventually need to find charging bricks from third-party providers. Samsung Watch 4 knows your body fat. Samsung's new smartwatch will be able to calculate your body fat percentage right from the wrist. It uses a technique called bioelectrical impedance analysis, or BIA, which sends a weak electric current through the body. Since fat has a lower water content than muscle, the speed of which these currents travel can help estimate how much fat is present in your body. But there is also errors that may happen, because if you drink a lot of water, or if your muscle has been activated, you tend to be able to carry the currents faster than when you're not properly hydrated or before you start a workout. It's not exactly super accurate, but it definitely is better than nothing. The BIA is actually the same method used by most body composition and tracking devices in the gym, like all these machines that help you track your body stats and everything. Fortnite makes Impostor game for Among Us, an Impostor game of Among Us. the temporary game, it's not going to stay for long, according to Fortnite, is incidentally called Impostors. And it's a game that puts 10 people into a facility where 2 of them are killers in disguise. If that sounds familiar, that's because it is the very format of the popular game Among Us. The community director of Among Us, Victoria Tran, tweeted that while they are okay with the mechanics of the game because they didn't patent the mechanics, it's a very old game standard that Among Us just carried over to their game. She said that Epic Games could have come up with a better name, right? Spend a little bit more time to come up with a better name than Impostors. Impostors gave people the impression that the game had something to do with Among Us, whether by collaboration or whatnot, which they clearly did not. And the people at Among Us had a lot of explanation to do, because it's a PR thing, right? When you can't let people think that it's a collaboration when there is no collaboration. We'll see if the people at Fortnite will actually change the name. I doubt they will. They're getting free publicity anyway. Samsung mobile devices available in Malaysia very, very soon. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 is officially priced at 6,699 onwards, while the Z Flip 3 will start at 3,999 onwards. Both devices, according to most renowned reviewers, have reached a point where they are refined enough for purchase. They look very good. They have very good water resistance, and it's well done. The screen is nice. The crease in the middle is not as annoying as it used to be. So everything is fine now. It's good for mass consumer purchase, and the Z Flip is actually cheaper, noticeably cheaper than the previous model, which is good. The Galaxy Note actually took around 3 years to properly come of age, and while other phone makers ridiculed it for being too big for the longest time, the size format is now the default among flagship models. Both phones are available for pre-orders, which the launching date is set at 19th August, which is just tomorrow. Pre-order units of the Z Fold 3 will avail users an e-voucher of 850 ringgit, which can be spent at the Samsung Malaysia online store, while the Z Flip 3 buyers will get a 600 ringgit voucher of the same purpose. If you're bored with typical candy bar phones, which every other phone in the world is right now, it's a good time to buy something fun like a flip phone, which I am very interested to get. That's all for Laytechs Weekly. Laytechs Weekly is available on Anchor FM, Overcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and more. Our full videos are available on YouTube, and I post basic clips on Instagram and Facebook. If you like Laytechs Weekly, it would really help if you could rate and review it on the podcast video of your choice and on YouTube, so more can discover it. Laytechs Weekly is looking for a regular co-host to bring more depth to the show. If you're interested, simply drop me an email at SeanBQT, that is Sean, SHAWN, B for Bangkok, Q for Queensland, T for Thailand, at hotmail.com. This is Laytechs Weekly episode 18th August 2021. My name is Sean. See you next week. Stay safe. Au revoir.